I think I've had a few beers from Perennial that were named for some sort of jeans, if I remember correctly. At least I know I've had some beers that had jeans in the name in the past. I'm guessing they were from Perennial. What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. What I got for you today is something I picked up at Rosie's. This is the Baggy Jeans from Perennial Artesian Ales out of St. Louis, Missouri. It's got this red and black can art here. It's probably going to be hard to see on camera, but it looks like a bunch of different pairs of baggy jeans, the Jenko jeans, all those dumb trip jeans, whatever. The big super baggy, like, things that ICP fans wear, the Juggalos wear, those kind of things. But I picked this up because it's a Triple IPA, which, I always complain about IPAs, but I do drink IPAs. But I picked it up because it sounded very interesting to me. It's a Triple IPA with honey. The honey part intrigued me, and that's why I picked it up. So on the can here, it just says 1 pint, 10% alcohol. Oh, great, another 10%er. Triple India Pale Ale with honey. The hops are Simcoe and Vic's Secret. Brewed and packaged by Perennial Artesian Ales, St. Louis, Missouri. And that is everything on the can. There is some little date code on the bottom. I have no idea what that means. That's everything really to speak of on the can. I picked it up at Rosie's Wine House, like I said, at Rosie's Wine Shop for $5.85. If you're ever on the west side of Cleveland, go check that spot out. Got an amazing selection of wines. They always have a really good rotating selection of beers. They even have a couple of, 6 to 8 beer taps, so you can grab a pint of beer and while you're wandering around the store, looking at beers to pick up and take home. It's a really cool spot. So I go there a lot. So let's get into this beer. The price tag's on the tab, so hopefully I don't get it in the beer. On Untapped, this gets a 3.83 with 483 check-ins. Beer Advocate, there was no score. That poured out fairly nicely. Get a nose on it. Surprisingly not picking anything up. Not even out of the can either. Yeah, I'm not picking up any scent, any aromatics, anything on the nose in this. I'm really surprised that a 10% Triple IPA. Would have thought there'd been some big, bold aromatics and scents on that. Color, that's like an orangey color, almost like orange juice or watered down orange juice, like a mimosa color. Can't see it through it at all. It's hazy. It's got about a half a pinky finger's worth of kind of sudsy off-white head. Eggshell white, I would say. And it's really shocking that there is nothing at all in the nose. There's no scent, nothing I can pick up, no discernible anything. It's like I'm sniffing an empty glass. Hopefully that's not indicative of the flavor. Let's find out. Cheers, everybody. Medium bodied. Little bit of booziness. It's just like the nose. It's medium bodied, a little bit of booziness, a little bit of nondescript bitterness on the finish, and no flavor. Just some bitterness on the back end. This is really disappointing. I was intrigued by a Triple IPA with honey. I expected fruitiness, sweetness, something. Expected to pick up a honey flavor. Something. There is no flavor in this beer. There's some lingering bitterness, and that is it. Maybe some booziness up front. Booziness and lingering bitterness. Medium body. That's it. This is garbage. This beer sucks. I give this a skip. For $5.85, you could buy better beers. Highly disappointing. It's not a sink pour because it's not like disgusting. It's not bad in any way. It's just flavorless. It's just boozy, like slightly booziness, flavorless, a little bit of bitterness. Super disappointing. Not a fan at all. Perennial Artesian Ales, do better. This is, I don't know how this would get out of your brewery and you would say, yes, this is the beer I want to put out. I want to put out a flavorless beer at 10% alcohol with some bitterness on the back end and some booziness up front. Very disappointing. Have you had this beer from Perennial Artesian Ales? Have you had Baggy Jeans? Was it a letdown for you? Let me know down below in the comments. This is just booze, bitterness, and no flavor. This is like throwing $6 in the garbage can. Like, I mean, at least there's 10% alcohol, so I'll get a little buzz off of it. But wow, what a disappointment. Hope you don't think my video is a disappointment. If you do, let me know down below why. Did I get this one wrong? Did I get a bad can? Have you had this and it's phenomenal and I just happen to have a bad can? I mean, it only has like 483 ratings. 3.83 is not terrible, but it's not stellar either. So who knows? But it's an adventure buying these beers, and sometimes you buy beers for the label or the ingredients and they just miss the mark like this one did. But it's always an adventure. And like I say, embrace the adventure.